I think I was watching the maybe Wyoming video, more recent video. You did a hip bump, but you threaded this through with the Kimura and rode it to side mount. Do you remember that?
Oh, probably. Yeah, probably.
So I think you did like a one. You kept that, hit the sweep, and then finished.
Oh, this is. I love that.
Yeah.
I love hitting the sweep and then getting that submission wrapped up right away before you dismount.
Did you do that one?
This is one of the combos on purple belt requirements where you do guillotine. Guillotine postures up. I end up hitting the sweep, assemble the Kimura, dismount, switch my hip, switch it one more time, go over the head, and then if I get under, if this is, you can get the reverse triangle as well. But that illustrates to people that, oh, I can advance my position by dismounting too, because so many people get frozen there. So clear that. He's not quite sure which one. And this is also kind of a cool lesson for your students. A lot of people feel like, oh, I get the hands on the floor, but like the connection of inside out, of inside to outside, constant connection. I'm going guillotine, boom, and then just a subtle point here. See how I'm like pulling that in a slight rotation into my torso, you know. So I'm just wrapping that. Now I'm here, coming in, big back step. Really getting that knee in the armpit. Yeah, I might be able to get it there. And we're just waiting for that. So my knee is ready for that corner. I'm always tucking it in those corners. Same thing if you're on your elbows and knees. No problem. You know, I'm always using that knee to tuck into that corner. You know, always looking for that. That hip bump. I love hip bump because people sleep on it. People, they don't think it's going to happen to them. And it's so basic. Now maybe because I'm tall, I can hit it more often, but I'm always looking for it.
Sure.
It changes everything from self-defense and even like a tournament situation changes everything. So different ways you can get the hip bump. Obviously, I'm on my hand instead of the elbow. Always want to get to that hand. You can swipe it with your forearm and keep it close to your body. That's fine. You can pull it up like that. That's okay. I mean, you don't have to specifically do anything. It's more about the more I train, the more I realize it's about draping their body onto yours. It's not about like controlling it. It's about rolling it. It's about rolling it to your body. And sometimes with some of the Japanese wrist locks, it's about draping it to your body, not controlling it. You know. So we're here now. Also think about like giving them a little false sense of security here. Obviously, you can come up and pull that out of the way. But there's another cool one where you actually punch this then you pull it away. Right? Right? And I've been suckered with that, where it's like, no, that's easy. I got that. So you can hold it, but if you punch it, it's actually better. And then the hand goes out. Look at this triangle. Then you take that out into whatever. You know, whenever you have a sweep or whatever, you end up in an advantageous position.
Yes, sir.
Like that, and then there.
Yes, sir.
That is so useful. Oh, we can even get that. But, you know, and then we're in. But just being able to cross. I mean, I was a black belt before I really discovered the essence of trapping with your chest on the back of their shoulder. And you're in such a good position, you can maneuver that any way you want. So maybe it's like you go from a light thing to a pressure thing immediately. You know, that's kind of psychologically, that's bad for them.
It's cool to hear. I found myself sort of embarrassed sometimes where I'm like, I'm just now appreciating what people have told me over and over and over again about certain things that I feel like I should have had an understanding of prior to black belt. But,
Man, it's hard to have a perfectly well-rounded game. You know, even a black belt. I didn't hit a Darce choke until I was a black belt.
okay, good to hear because I'm just starting to get better at those.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Those things are good. Let's go to another one, which is pretty common, where you have the arm lock from the guard, and then different ways of getting that sweep. So of course we have arm lock, and then you have flower sweep. You know, and if they, well, we can go back to arm lock, whatever. It's more difficult when they step
Okay.
and block you. Right. So I'm here. Yep. And he's stepping up.
Yes, sir.
And he's blocking me. So now it's really hard to go in that direction. So what you have to do is you have to use kind of a jackhammer. A couple times, and I've used this in tournament. I've used it like the guy is 100% opposing you, and if you just keep going, you're gonna be able to get. Let's do this side. So I'm here. Yeah, sometimes they're even like have that knee on my tailbone. Yeah, so I'm really stacked here. Now one is not going to do it, and that gives them an opportunity to like pull that out. But if you're tight here and you jackhammer, you're going to be able to get that. So you're right on that edge. Just insist. Generate the momentum with small motions. So this is something I use a lot, and it ties into this principle of moving in the opposite direction. You got to move where you have space, and then you carry that momentum into the technique. If you just go into the technique, you're going to be blocked. So same way that guys do they bounce the ball. They go into the ground before a judo throw. They don't even know why they do it. I didn't know why I did it. But you're generating the momentum where it's convenient and then bouncing that into a different angle. So when it comes to the guard, and just like what you were, let's see, so often I like to go in this direction as hard as I can right here. You know, and you threaten that omoplata.
Yes, sir.
They step up, and then we're in. Like all the time.
Yes, sir.
That's like the number one sweep I do. And it's all because of the misdirection from the other side and the legitimate threat. So I wouldn't say it's like that. I would say it's more of moving my torso out, and the head push is important. So my hip starts to dislodge that. I'm coming up, they step up. That's the opportunity I need. You know, you can pass this arm over or whatever, but I often feel like it's all about that, getting that sufficient hip shift. Then you got everything you need right there. So that threat of arm lock omoplata, and then you hit that elevator sweep.